Large-scale layoffs are expected in Russia starting in April. Ural Airlines and Sheremetyevo Airport have already reported significant staff cuts. The number of people who lost their jobs could reach 500,000 in the near future, according to estimates.
The
layoffs will start in April, and this will be a significant pressure on Russia from the inside. Back in 2014, the Russian financier Stepan Demurov said that TV will win in Russia as long as there is something in the fridge.
According to the State Statistics Service of Russia, the unemployment rate in January was about 4.5% in the country. Officially, it did not increase significantly in March. Russian Center for Strategic Research predicts that rate may rise to 7% by the end of the year. About 2 million people could lose their jobs. However, Russian experts believe that the authorities will try to reduce the figures at the expense of employers.
The Russian authorities will use any means to force especially large and medium-sized enterprises to maintain employment, allowing all of these forms: production stoppages, vacation by agreement of parties when you are paid a little, but you remain formally employed. How long it could last and who will pay for the banquet, I still do not understand. Most likely the funding of these low wages will be squeezed out at the expense of the employee.
According to a survey by the Nafi Research Center published by Ukrainska Pravda, large and medium-sized companies in Russia are already cutting costs on employees. Among the most popular measures, staff cuts, 27% of surveyed employers act this way, cancellation of bonuses, 26%, and quota reduced wages. In addition, employees are being transferred to remote work, sent on leave at their own expense, and transferred to other positions with changes in salaries and responsibilities. However, the layoffs will not lead to mass protests in Russia, says Anatoly Amelin, director of economic programs at the Ukrainian Institute of the Future. Many Western companies have so far only suspended operations in Russia, but the staff are not being dismissed and are being paid their salaries. Because of the drop in income and the weakening of the ruble, there is a tendency for labor migrants to leave the country. Their places will be taken by Russians, Amelin believes.
There is a high level of support for the actions of the authorities. The zombie television did its job. About 75% of Russians support the current government, and most of those who dissent are the middle class, most of whom are leaving Russia now. As for the rest of the Russians, they are ready to tolerate it. People with a slave mindset are not ready to go to the barricades and take pitchforks in their hands and put the government on these pitchforks.
Stoppages, absence permits, and cuts in payment bonuses will certainly affect the income of ordinary Russians, Ukrainian Institute of Future states. However, people will continue to endure and save money. Reported by Roman Smoler, Anna Holod, UATV.